Are you trying to decide if you need a premium fan like these Dreo TurboPoly fans? Because what are you getting a fan for? You're most likely getting it because you want to save some money. Maybe your room is too hot, you need a good air circulator, and you want one that's not going to be ugly. You want one that's going to look good in your space. So let me introduce you to these three of the most popular fans you can get on Amazon and from Dreo. The Dreo TurboPoly Fan 513S, the Dreo TurboPoly Fan 508S, which comes with the light, and the Dreo TurboPoly Fan 512. And Dreo does not make it easy with their model names. I don't know why, and they got so many different fans, but these are going to be the three best. So let me check it out with you, and let's see which one you should be getting for yourself. And I've been personally buying and reviewing Dreo tower fans for over 4 years, including their tower fans. So this is not some paid video. I'm just giving you my honest take on them after using them inside my own home. And what Dreo is really known for is that they developed their next-gen BLDC motor, otherwise known as a brushless DC motor. But their brushless DC motor is better than a lot of their competition because they're going to operate more quietly and they're going to be more efficient. They also have this bionic blade design, and that's another fancy way to say that their blades are going to be more like turbines instead of just like a fan blade. First, let's start with the Dreo TurboPoly Fan 512. The secret of this fan is that it doesn't come with Wi-Fi connectivity, so you just have it with the remote. But for a lot of people, you might not need the Wi-Fi, especially for your fan. And you can do everything with the remote on its own. And all the fans come with a 36-watt motor, but in the case of the 512, it's going to have a max air distance of 80 feet. I know a lot of us are going to get caught up on that max air speed between 27 feet per second or 25 feet per second, but I think you really got to look at that max air distance to really judge how powerful the fan is. It's going to be coming with 8 speeds. It has 4 modes: normal, natural, sleep, and turbo, and it's relatively quiet. It's going to be as quiet as the other two. The oscillation is going to be very easy to use, except you do not get tilt oscillation. So let's do a demonstration here. So we're going to turn it on. And this is at speed 7. It goes up to 9. And if you have it in this vertical orientation, you can have it oscillate. But it's just oscillating in that vertical orientation. You see 0 is going to be 0 oscillation. That's 30-degree oscillation. That's 60-degree oscillation. 90-degree oscillation, and 120-degree oscillation. And now all you have to do is press the oscillation button on your remote in order to do that. Next, let's check out the Dreo TurboPoly Fan 508S. This is going to be the fan with light because it does everything your 512 does, except you're going to have Wi-Fi connectivity, and it comes with a LED light bar or a light ring inside the fan itself. It's going to be generating just about the same power you get on the 512, and it has a maximum airspeed of 26 feet per second and a range of 90 feet. The 508S comes with more modes than what you get on the 512. It comes with auto, turbo, normal, natural, sleep, and custom. It's also going to have 9 speed settings because they count turbo as its own speed setting. So you have fan speed 1 through 8, and then you have turbo mode. It's also going to be very quiet. I wouldn't say it's quieter than the others. We're actually going to do a noise test so you can see the difference between the three, and it's going to have that beautiful LED light. And that's a unique feature here. What Dreo is doing is that they've integrated a night light inside that you can change the color. It's just going to work like if you had any of these LED light strips, but it's in the fan. And I think that's going to be a bonus if you're using this inside of a kid's room, or you want to use it as a nighttime reading lamp. But it's not going to replace a floor lamp, and is not meant to replace a nightstand lamp. The ring of RGB LEDs gives you about 1,500 color options, and it's just going to be like a color wheel where you can decide which color you want it. You also have 3 different modes where you can control the speed if you want. So you have constant for a steady glow, you have breathe for a gentle pulsing effect, and you can make it breathe faster or slower. And then you have a circle, which is going to be a rotating color display, and that's going to be set by the machine. You can't decide how it starts or how it finishes. The features that are really good about the 508 is that it's purely utilitarian. It's meant to be more of a home decor piece as much as it's meant to be a fan. So if you're looking for a fan and you want it to be as decorative and cooler and more modern, well, the 508S might be that fan for you. And finally, we have the Dreo TurboPoly Fan 513S, the fan that really started it all, because I called this fan the best fan to have come out in 2023, and it's still around and it's still really good. The secret of this fan is that it produces a tremendous amount of air because it comes with that 5-turbine blade. And it gives you the biggest range of customization because you get 120 degrees for horizontal oscillation, that means left to right, and 105 degrees of vertical oscillation, so that means up and down. And I do like how it still has that adjustable pedestal, and it comes with the 6 modes: auto, turbo, normal, natural, sleep, and custom, just like your 508S. It's also going to have 8 built-in speeds and a 12-hour timer. Ultimately, which one do I recommend for you? It's really going to come down to your budget and your needs. So if you don't need the Wi-Fi app because you have the remote, I would recommend the 512 because it's going to give you very, very comparable performance to even the 513S, unless you're using this on turbo speed or max speed, because it's going to have that whole room air circulation. It might not come with the vertical oscillation, but if you don't need these features, why pay extra for it? Then you have the 513S. I think if you're a real tech guy and you want the best of the best, you want to be able to dial in your fan, decide where it's facing, when it's facing, and you want to set the various schedules and decide how it operates. Well, the Dreo TurboPoly Fan 513S is going to deliver that for you. It has really good looks, and the build quality is going to be better than what you get on the 508 and the 512s. The trim is going to look nicer. It's also going to be just made out of that Dyson S material, so it looks higher quality. And finally, if you want something that's more decorative, something that's going to give you light so it has more utility, go with the TurboPoly Fan 508S. The RGB lighting looks good, you can customize it, and you don't have to just use the RGB lights facing downward. You can make them face towards the wall. You can just use it as mood lighting. It's just a cool feature built inside of the fan that honestly is more like a bonus feature in my opinion. So all 3 of them are going to be some of the best fans on the market. I think you can't make a wrong choice here. Just remember, what are you going for? Are you going to try to save on your electricity bill? Then all of them are going to do a great job. But if you're trying to get the best of the best, well, then you have to decide for yourself. So with that, thanks for watching, everybody. This is David with the French Glow. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below, and please hit that like or subscribe. It really does help support our channel. I love testing these fans, and I've been testing them for about 5 years, 6 years already. So if you have any questions, let me know. And I'll catch you next time. Bye, bye, bye.